Don't you know I'm still standing better than I...
Hello friends! So today I'm making chicken spaghetti bake. It's actually my mother-in-law's recipe with a few minor tweaks to it. You're going to need 3 stalks of celery, half an onion, 2 garlic cloves and parsley, all chopped, a can of shredded chicken breast, pepper, red pepper flakes, poultry seasoning, and garlic powder. If I want more garlic flavor in it, I'll just sprinkle some of that in. Then I'm also going to need spaghetti, of course. Then some sharp cheddar cheese. Use sharp cheddar. It makes a big difference. Don't buy any other cheddar. Use sharp. Okay. And then about a cup or so of chicken broth, and then a large can of diced tomatoes. Okay, so yeah, let's make some yummy yums. We're going to start out by taking our celery and onions and just sauteing them in a pan with some olive oil or oil of your choice. And we're going to saute these for like 5 minutes or so. And add some pepper. Now I'm not adding any salt to this yet because that chicken in the can is salty already. So I'm not going to add it until I can like taste it later. Okay, so this is going to saute and do its thing for like 5 minutes, and then we'll be right back. Alright, it's been like 5 minutes, so to that I'm going to add my garlic. Give it a stir. Alright, then I'm going to add, I don't know, I never really measure these things. I just kind of, I don't know, eyeball it. I don't know if that's half a teaspoon or what you call that, but that thing in my hand is how much poultry seasoning you'll put in this. Alright, then I'm going to add my diced tomatoes, and I'm going to crumple up my chicky in a can. It's in my hand, crumple it, and do it like that. Okay, I'm going to do this and then stir it around, and you're going to let it sit for about 20 minutes. You can cover it and just let it cook. Basically, you're making sure that your celery is tender, and that'll be that. So, yeah. So mix all this up, and then let it sit for 20 minutes with the lid, and make sure your celery is tender, and then we'll move on. Alright, this has been simmering for about 10 minutes, and as you can see, it's getting a little dry, so that's where I'm going to add my cup or so of chicken broth stock, whatever you have, just to keep it moist. Okay, so I'm going to keep cooking this for like 10 more minutes, and hopefully my celery is tender. Okay, so this is ready. Like I said like 6 times now, it's been about 20 minutes. I'm going to add half of my chopped parsley in now. And I'm going to add a little more garlic powder, because I tasted it and I thought, you know what, that's what this thing needs, is some of that. So I cooked some spaghetti while this was finishing up. It's actually right there it is. So yep. So I'm ready to assemble this in a dish and get it baking. So let's do that. Okay, so I have this baking dish. This is actually huge. My other one is being occupied right now, so yeah, glass baking dish. I put a little bit of olive oil around the sides and bottom so it wouldn't be too sticky. And then I put about half of my spaghetti on the bottom, and I'm just going to layer about about half of my chickeny, tomatoey, veggie mixture. On top, like that. Take my cheese, do a little sprinkle, sprinkle. And most of the time when I do this, I actually buy the little block of sharp cheddar and cut it up into like really thin strips and lay it on top. But for some reason, I couldn't find that at the store when I went, so I'm using this shredded kind instead. Okay, so after this, I'm just going to put more spaghetti on top, do another layer of saucy stuff, and then more cheese on top. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I have the second layer on top, and now I'm just going to cover it with foil a little bit and put it in the oven at 350 for like 20 minutes, basically just melting the cheese. We'll eat. So here it is, the final product. So go ahead and ask me, Danielle, is there a magical mushroom fairy inside of your oven? No, there's not. For whatever reason, with this recipe and this recipe only, I always forget the mushrooms. Every single time, I forget the mushrooms. I either forget them at the store, or I forget them as I'm making it, which is what you see here. So, basically, it's like 4 to 6 mushrooms sliced up, and you would saute those when you saute your onions and celery. And yeah, so mine's on top because I missed it again for like the 100th time, and this is how I fixed it. So, okay, this is it. It is very good, very cheesy, going to burn my mouth, but you know what? It won't matter because it's good. Nom nom. Okay, so try it. Hopefully you like it, and I'll see you next time. Speak, Ruger, speak! Good boy.